Look at a common light bulb. It illuminates a room, providing a soft, gentle glow that touches everything but changes nothing. It is safe, it is predictable, but it cannot pierce a single sheet of paper. Now, look at a laser. It is the exact same energy, the same light, the same photons. But because it is focused on a single microscopic point, it becomes a weapon. It can cut through the thickest steel. It can perform surgery. It can reach the moon. Most of you are living your lives like light bulbs. You spread your energy so thin across 1,000 different interests, social feeds, and shallow worries that you are barely visible to the world. You are not failing because you lack talent or intelligence. You are failing because you lack the courage to ignore everything that doesn't matter. You are broad, but you have no depth. You are bright, but you have no power. We live in an age that profits directly from your destruction through distraction. Every notification on your phone is a thief, reaching into your pocket to steal a piece of your potential. Every shallow desire, every mindless scroll, every someday plan is a leak in your reservoir. You think you are being productive by doing 10 things at once. You call it multitasking, but in reality, you are just fragmenting your soul. In this forge, if I were to hit 10 different blades with one strike each, I would produce nothing but scrap metal. To shape steel, you must stay with the metal while it is hot. You must strike the same spot again and again with calculated precision until the form emerges from the chaos. True mastery requires the ability to stay with a single problem until it yields. It requires the patience of the stone and the heat of the fire. If you cannot stay in the room with your own thoughts for an hour without reaching for a screen, you are not a master of your life. You are a captive of your impulses. The 1% understand a truth that the modern world tries to hide. Focus is not a soft skill. Focus is a form of violence. It is the violent, intentional rejection of the trivial. It is the ability to say no to 1,000 good ideas so that you can say a thunderous, unshakable yes to the one idea that changes everything. If you cannot control where your eyes rest, you cannot control where your life goes. You are merely a leaf in the wind, convinced you are flying when you are actually just falling toward a quiet, unremarkable end. Think about the energy you waste every day. You worry about the opinions of people who don't even know your name. You stress over events that haven't happened yet and likely never will. You are pouring your precious water into the sand, wondering why your garden won't grow. The 1% don't have more hours in the day. They simply have fewer leaks. They have closed the gates. They have chosen their target, and they have become the arrow. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king who ruled the known world while maintaining the heart of a monk, had a simple rule that we should all carry into the forge of our lives. He said, "Ask yourself at every moment, is this necessary?" If we truly applied this to our days, most of our actions would vanish instantly. Most of our words would remain unspoken. Most of our anxieties would dissolve like mist in the morning sun. We spend our lives preparing for a future that never arrives, while neglecting the only moment where we actually exist. Focus is how you show respect to your own existence. It is the highest form of self-love. When you give your total, undivided attention to a task, you are telling the universe that your time is sacred. You are no longer a consumer being fed by an algorithm. You become a creator, a force of nature, a molder of destiny. You are no longer reacting to the world. The world begins to react to you. Consider the ancient archer in the heat of battle. He does not look at the wind, for the wind is out of his control. He does not look at his competitors, for their progress is not his concern. He does not even look at the prize, for the prize is in the future. He looks only at the center of the target. His world narrows down, smaller and smaller, until nothing else exists. There is no noise, no fear, no ego. There is only the string, the arrow, and the mark. This is the state of flow that the modern world has stolen from you through dopamine loops and endless noise. You have traded your genius for a notification. You have traded your legacy for a momentary distraction. But the forge is still here, waiting. The fire is still hot, but it requires your undivided presence to shape the metal into something that will outlast you. Silence the world so you can hear the hammer strike. Here is your training for today. This is not a suggestion. It is a necessity for anyone who wishes to join the 1%. Choose one difficult task, not two, not a list. One. Sit with it for 60 minutes. No phone in the room. No music with words. No escape into the kitchen or the bathroom. Just you and the work. Watch how your mind screams. Watch how it tries to convince you that there is something more urgent, something more important to check. That scream you hear, that is the sound of your weakness dying. It is the resistance that every master, from the Stoics of Rome to the innovators of today, had to face and overcome. If you can win this battle for just 1 hour, you can win it for a day. And if you win the day, you have already won your life. The difference between the ordinary and the extraordinary is found in those 60 minutes of pure, unadulterated focus. Stop trying to master your entire life in a single, desperate stroke. You cannot forge a sword in a second. Master this hour. Master this breath. Master this single strike of the hammer. The mountain is not conquered by looking at the peak and shivering at its height. It is conquered by focusing entirely on the single, deliberate step you are taking right now. If that step is perfect, the journey is already a success. The world will try to pull you back into the fog of the average. It will try to lure you back into the comfort of the distracted majority. Do not listen. The forge requires heat, and heat requires focus. Become the laser. Become the arrow. Strike the stone with everything you are. Focus. Join the 1%.